People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and our entertainment. And people, the news that we've all been waiting for will be given maybe in a couple of hours. We are speaking about by 9 a.m. We are talking about tomorrow morning. We are talking about Friday morning. So people, is it going to be not guilty? Is the guilty verdict going to be maintained, or is he going to be found acquitted? We are talking about not guilty, people. That is yet to be determined. However, what we do know at this point, we know that Vybz Kartel is anxious. He is eagerly waiting. He is eagerly anticipating the decision, because people, whatever the decision is, it is going to change his life forever. If it is not guilty, he is going to be a very happy man. However, if he's going to remain in the big yard, we are talking about until 35 years before he is actually eligible for parole, people. We are speaking about bad news. We are speaking about the ebbs and the flow. We are talking about the pros and the cons of the decision. So the moral of the story is that we are going to get a polar opposite reaction depending on the decision. Is it innocent or is it guilty? That is yet to be determined. However, what I do know is that we are going to see the bloggers. We are talking about the hypocrite blogger them. We are going to see them switching side once again. We are going to see them switching lanes once again. Because the truth and the facts that other than the dancehall fans, other than the Vybz Kartel fans, other than the fans that want the best for dancehall, they are going to be happy. However, there are going to be a lot of hypocrites that are going to want to see Vybz Kartel be guilty or found guilty or remain in the big yard, point blank and period. So we are speaking about those persons that have their own selfish agenda. We are talking about them want to see for them artists rise at the detriment or the fall of Vybz Kartel. But people, what is it going to be? Let me know what you think in the comment section. So we see that this news comes at somewhat of a prophecy, because it was about 2 days ago where we saw that Vybz Kartel did an interview, or somebody did an article in the newspaper. We are talking about the Star newspaper, and Vybz Kartel said that he is 100% sure that he is going to be acquitted. So people, is his decision right? Is he wrong? This is exactly what he had to say. Now, the first thing that is popping in the dancehall or entertainment news is that we see that Vybz Kartel said that he is positive that he will be cleared by the Court of Appeal. We are talking about the panel of 3 judges, and that he will be free on his appeal ASAP. Now, during this positive statement, he made several important points, and people, I am going to lay them out one by one. The first point that he made is that he is not fazed by the long process. He is keeping his faith. He is not going to let the emotional or physical stress basically weigh upon his brain, weigh upon his mind. So therefore, he is saying that he is strong. He is keeping the faith. He is keeping it positive, because he knows that his fans, we are speaking about fans locally and internationally, they are relying on him, because he is a savior of the dancehall, point blank and period. The second point that he made, he said that he is keeping himself occupied with positive stuff, and he is talking about reading and writing. And people, you know that reading is knowledge for the brain, it is knowledge for the thought. And also when you write, we're talking about an artist, a prolific songwriter like Vybz Kartel. He is keeping himself sharp. So people, just imagine if pre-2011 his lyrics were so on point. Just imagine what the new, we are speaking about revamp, we are speaking about Vybz Kartel, lyrical prowess. We are talking about 2020 is going to be like. People, it is going to be out of this world. We are talking about alien brain, point blank and period. The next point that he made, we are speaking about point number 3. He said that this is an extended test. We are speaking about a test of faith by waiting on this appeals decision. And people, he has made it abundantly clear that he has mastered the art of exercising patience, because people, like them say, patience is a virtue. So the next point that he made, I am speaking about point number 4. He said that the system is slow and it operates at its own pace. So therefore, he is making you know that it is selective in its decision. So therefore, we can basically hope for the best and expect the worst. Anything can happen as it pertains to Vybz Kartel, as it pertains to the Gaza, because he is making you know that the system is rigged. So people, don't be surprised by any sort of decision that you see. Just hope for the best and expect the worst. Point blank and period. And the next point that he made, and I am speaking about point number 5 and why he is expecting, why he is optimistic about a positive result, because he said that there was weak evidence in the case we are talking about, initial case, and also we are talking about in the appeal. He is saying that there were so many fabricated evidence, and he is also saying that there were so many prosecutorial misconducts of people. We are talking about an abundance of flaw. We are talking about full evidence. We are talking about all kind of mix up and drama and passa. So the point that Vybz Kartel is making is that if the appeals court is really serious about justice, if they are very serious in delivering justice, and if they go by the book, we are talking about the rules, laws and regulation and all the protocols, he should be free based on the rules of law, point blank and period. Vybz Kartel also made a very important point when he spoke about the Vybz Kartel factor. We are speaking about the mitigating factor. We are speaking about the fact that Vybz Kartel is basically judged on a different level from everybody else in a society, everybody else in a Jamaica. He is always judged at a disadvantage. He is always looked up on as the type of person that is responsible for a lot of the wrongs that are done in Jamaica in a society. So people, the point that he is trying to make is that will he actually get justice, or will they actually treat him like they always do? We are talking about wrongly. People, make me know what you think in the comment section. And last but not least, he said that he would be branching out and making space for some new artists. He is going to be trying his luck in other places. And he is saying that he has outgrown Jamaica. He has done all that he can do. And people, that is a fact. Because the truth and the fact is that Vybz Kartel is the best artist in a dancehall. And people, I am not judging him or comparing him to artists like Buju Banton, because we are talking about some next level artists. Me just talk about the new crop of dancehall artists that are now relevant. Vybz Kartel is miles above. Vybz Kartel is way above everybody else in the world. So therefore, he has proven everything that he can prove in the dancehall space, point blank and period. However, one thing that he said that is going to be very concerning for dancehall fans, and specifically the Gaza fans, is that he said that his growth is going to take him to other places. So basically, Vybz Kartel is making the people know that he is going to try his luck in some other country, because he is tired, he is fed up. His cup has run it over as it pertains to Jamaica, because he is tired of being the scapegoat. He is tired for being blamed for everything that goes wrong in Jamaica, as it pertains to the youth, as it pertains to these new millennials that are causing havoc and catastrophe in Jamaica. So people, he is making a point, and you cannot blame him, because it's truth and the fact that if and when Vybz Kartel gets released, he has to be on his P's and Q's. Him have to be very careful, because they are going to try to get him out somewhere or the other. And if them can't incarcerate him and keep him away, they are going to try to slap him away. I am speaking about the justice system. I am speaking about this evil system in Jamaica. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. So the next thing that is popping in the dancehall and entertainment news is that we see that TJ is doing a collaboration with Vybz Kartel on the Shop Down record. We are talking about Panda Label, Panda Rhythm. Now people, there's a saying that goes something like this: a fool is always the last one to know, because based on what we see going on in the dancehall space, as it applies to some of these bloggers, we see that they were hyping up a clash between Alkaline and TJ, and people, I made it very clear that there is not going to be a clash based upon the fact of who is the manager of TJ. We are talking about Ramesh Entertainment. They don't believe, they don't like clash as it pertains to Shensia, as it pertains to TJ and their artists, because they are looking at the positive in dancehall. And people, while a clash always hypes up, and while a clash always brings some kind of relevance and excitement in a dancehall space, it does not really sell. So therefore, the point that I was making before in my previous video, I said that TJ is going to think about the positive. TJ understand that the dancehall space them like drama and excitement and passa, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. So therefore he was just teasing. However, he realized that his career is on a positive path. He realized that he is making a very big impact in the dancehall space. And people, why would he go or why would he entertain a clash with Alkaline and basically jeopardize all of that? Why would he go against the formula that is working for him? Because people, the truth and the fact that he has been making strides in the dancehall space just by the formula that he has been using. We are talking about good work, we are talking about dedication, we are talking about good rhythm, we are talking about good flow, we are talking about good everything. He has been doing everything right. We are talking about for the past 2 or 3 years, and it has been working for him. So in other words, why would he do something that is different than what works for him? We are talking about the recipe for success. And people, like I said before, we see that we are speaking about a very smart camp. We are talking about Ramesh Entertainment. We are talking about a very smart artist that realized that he is seeing growth in his career. So therefore, why not maintain that positive part? And to maintain that positive part, that means that to elevate your career, and that means that to do collaboration with artists that are out there. Artists that are a proven recipe for success. And we are talking about Vybz Kartel. We are speaking about the hottest artists in the dancehall space. And then we are also speaking about Shabdan. We are speaking about the hottest or one of the hottest producers in the dancehall space right now. So people, we are talking about a deadly combination. We are talking about TJ. We are talking about Vybz Kartel. We are talking about Shabdan. People, we are speaking about a recipe for success. Point blank and period. So therefore, all this talk that you hear, all this hype that you hear as it pertains to these bloggers that talk about TJ and Alkaline clash, we are speaking about they are talking about wishful thinking. We are speaking about they are delusional. We are speaking about they are living in a fantasy world. We are talking about them are live in a pixel. We are talking about them are live in a Disney world. Point blank and period. So the moral of the story is that based on this collaboration with Vybz Kartel and TJ, it shows that TJ has made his decision and he has decided to basically stay upon the positive part. So therefore, he won't let the hype, he won't let all the passa and mix up. He won't let these bloggers and Alkaline fans basically force him into a clash with Alkaline because there is no money and that he has nothing to gain and too much to lose. Basically, if he clash with Alkaline, point blank and period. So therefore, he is maintaining what he has set out to do. He is maintaining his formula. He is doing exactly what he has done in the past 2 or 3 years that basically led to his success, and at that he must stick with. So therefore, these bloggers with them little hungry belly and a look money off of AdSense, he is just going to ignore them. He is just going to make them look like some false prophet like they are and in their delusional world. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.